Hello everyone, how is it going? I hope you guys are having a holly jolly day this frosty season. However, in my last video, we discussed 4 big issues with Modern Warfare 2's perk system, but in this video, we're going to take those key components and hopefully create a new innovative perk system Infinity Ward can implement into MW2. And also something that isn't so complex that it'll take up an entire tweet's character limit. I want this system to be something you guys can talk about without complicating it too much. If it's too complex, the average Twitter warrior isn't going to bother reading it, nor the COD developers if it's too convoluted. As a refresher, these issues we went over in my Modern Warfare 2 problematic perks video were how we can't play our intended way until halfway through a match, these perks are unlocked without effort, the fact this system aims to bridge a skill gap in a game without a large gap due to skill-based matchmaking, and finally how our ultimate perks aren't even balanced correctly to begin with. So, a lot of people are saying we should just return to MW19's perk system. The only big issue I see with that is no innovation. Before Modern Warfare 2 launched, no one was wanting MW19's perk system. In fact, the intel drops Infinity Ward was releasing for the COD community contained what looked to be interesting connections between 3 perks, almost like a perk tree or some new form of pro perks. COD YouTubers were actually kinda hyped to see what kind of perks they were. I even made my own little game theory on what they could mean, link down in the description. But what we didn't expect was whatever the fluff this amalgamation of specialist perks, field upgrades turned into perks, with a range of overpowered to underpowered regular perks mixed together was. As MW2 is a sequel to MW19, we kind of expected some sort of innovation similar to COD 4 MW going into the classic MW2 with its own new pro perk system. In comparison, COD 4 let you choose 3 perks, 1 from each category. MW19 let you also choose 3 perks, 1 from each category, plus at your choice you could swap your kill streaks out for a plethora of earnable perks. Clearly that is the same system with an upgrade. Now MW2, the original, expanded COD 4's by not only letting you choose 3 perks again, but also allowing players to upgrade those perks free of charge. For example, if I ran Marathon for unlimited sprint, I could also do a challenge to permanently unlock the pro version of Marathon. Run 5,000 miles with Marathon equipped, and now you can climb obstacles faster. This system encouraged players to use more perks to find out what each pro version offers when unlocked. But modern day Modern Warfare 2, instead of taking MW19 system and building it up, they reworked everything. Instead of the classic select 3 perk system with the optional extra perks, now you select 2 starting perks and then 2 more non-optional extra perks. Clearly this is not an upgrade from the prequel system. It's actually almost inferior. Think about it, we're only getting 1 more perk than usual at the cost of unlocking 50% of those perks later into the match. It's like Infinity Ward wanted people to get a taste of specialist bonus from MW19, so they made it mandatory. But in practice, this just feels so much more messy, unpolished, and lacks choice. We were already filling up gauge bars with our streaks and field upgrades, but now we're doing it for perks too? 3 gauge bars might look a little overwhelming, so I guess this is why the perk gauge fades away so often and is irrelevant most of the match, but most people want to see this perk bar fill up and don't want to die just to see their progression sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't always show up either after death, but the reason we want this perk bar to fill up is because we want to get a general idea of how long it takes to unlock a perk. We want to see how our objective score and kills affect that gauge bar, and sometimes we join in a match late and never see our extra perks unlocked. That itself is another issue. We should have our bonus and ultimate perks unlocked at the same time as everyone else. Why should we be punished for a game putting us into a match late? The fact we can't even see our perk gauge just hides this issue in general. I bet you if people saw that they weren't unlocking their extra perks because the match time limit was too short, there would be more of an uproar on Twitter and this would be a problem listed on Infinity Ward's Trello board to fix. But it's not. And here's the thing. Do we want this current MW2 perk system to stay? Is it viable for a full 2 years as long as its slight imperfections are ironed out? Or should we aim for a completely different system? One that can sustain our longing for variety, role building, and creativity. One that rivals the innovation original MW2 set. I, for one, choose the latter. Maybe you're a realist. Maybe you'd say your ideals would never happen. Developers don't listen. Or that's too much to ask of someone. MW2 is already a successful product by sales numbers alone. To that, I say, what the fuck? And also, are you even a gamer? Gamers are supposed to problem solve and not sit in a corner sucking on some sour candy like a big old sour puss. There's actually been something that's stuck with me for over a year now. It's a philosophy that bloomed back during a dark time for COD, the Vanguard Champion Hill Alpha. I ended up tuning into one of Xclusive Ace's Twitch streams, and it so happened that one of his co-hosts asked a would you rather question. You know, a question that's fun and can lead to a spicy debate. But Xclusive Xclusive Ace's answer caught us off guard. It was, why do I have to choose? It made me reconsider why we settle for less, or why we try and justify inferior systems with cracking foundations. I was a little sad Ace never applied this philosophy to other systems like Footsteps and Dead Silence. In my opinion, the old system Ace roots for is flawed because Dead Silence as a perk just makes it a clutch perk in CODs where Footsteps are loud otherwise. Ace primarily fights against the current Dead Silence as a field upgrade system because it's on a timer, just like a lot of MW perks are at the moment. And I honestly agree that that system is flawed on a playstyle level and on an overpowered randomness level. Personally, I've been rooting for the extermination of Dead Silence in favor for default quiet Footsteps, not silent nor too loud. I am very glad Ace did recognize my opinion as an option in one of his latest Footstep opinionated videos, but I'm sad he did not pursue that idea due to his lack of faith in Infinity Ward to implement it right after MW19. Clearly, MW2 feels like a distinct COD. Even in comparison to MW19, it still plays entirely different. So many changes were made to accommodate feedback given in MW19. No more slide canceling. Naked guns actually feel competitive. The level cap is high. The ghost perk isn't hiding campers for 70% of the match now. Movement is fast. FOVs are larger for everyone. And they bring back the classic score-based streaks. Sort of. But you get the point. MW2 is not MW19, even on a map design level. So why treat MW2 as if there wouldn't be change? Why treat Infinity Ward like they are the studio that made games like MW19? Hello, they made Infinite Warfare, one of the fastest competitive CODs out there. And honestly, it is my personal favorite. I don't necessarily think Ace is sour. I think he just has more of a boomer approach to COD design now, just trying to relive the old days even if some of those old concepts are flawed. Flawed concepts might be in some people's books for what makes COD COD, but not in my book. Being flawed will never be a good personality trait. COD can be COD with good innovation. BO2 ain't World at War, but it's regarded as one of the best CODs by so many OG fans. Ghosts ain't BO2, but its perk system was one of the best out there. And speaking of perks, let's get into it. My new system. It's not a pick 4, a pick 5, or a pick 10 like BO2's. And I still do like the pick 4 system GreenPatriot and I crafted in this video on screen. Link also down in the description. But I do have issues with the pick whatever number systems revolving around MW2's perk selection. You can make the ultimate perks cost more points, but that doesn't stop them from being clutch, broken, and flawed. You must know how annoying it is to run into multiple people with a survivor perk. You could be having a very close match and then your flow, your mojo is thrown off by last stand survivor perk users camping with their teammates. You down someone at a head glitch or even in the open and you want to go kill that downed enemy as fast as possible, but then double teamers move in. It just gets more annoying, especially when you don't get that kill or you're almost working twice as hard to kill that downed enemy. I would just hate to see survivor as a base perk you always have unlocked for a full 10 minutes every match. So what's my fix? Well, you may have caught this in my last couple videos and even at the start of this video. MW2 has perks that should be field upgrades. Heck, Infinity Ward even said survivor was a field upgrade planned to be in the original MW19's multiplayer.
A lot of the things we tried, honestly, they end up as custom options in game modes, right? Like there's things we've tried that we're like, oh, that doesn't work here, but let's pull that out. Like we had a variant of Last Stand in the game at one point for a field upgrade that let you if you went down, people could pick you up, or if your field upgrade was ready, you could pop it and heal yourself and get yourself back up, and that took time. And we ended up cutting that, but we took that feature of Last Stand and the polish that we did for that, and we brought it as a custom game mode option. So we can do a cool thing where we run like gunfight with Last Stand on, so you can pick up your teammates and have a little bit more back and forth in that mode.
So make the field upgrade a field upgrade. Goodbye Survivor, and honestly goodbye Hardline too. Hardline has been a perk for years, but in Infinite Warfare it was also a rig ability, aka a field upgrade for the Warfighter rig. I think it was an exciting ability back then and would make an excellent field upgrade in MW2 instead of a perk. And to make things even more interesting, Hardline, this now a field upgrade that increases the score earned upon kills for your streaks, should also contain the ability Vanguard's Dead Drop field upgrade had too. As a quick little refresher, Dead Drop let you stay in your streak past death only if you had your field upgrade active when you happen to die. Gaining more score and keeping your streak after death sounds pretty OP at first, but remember, MW2's streaks don't loop, and we can alter the field upgrade's recharge speed from fast to a medium charge rate. Now for my own dish of lasagna. My new perk system works like this. You choose your 2 base perks per usual. I think the base perk category is well done. It's balanced and I wouldn't change too much there. Next, you choose your bonus category perk. However, this perk is no longer earned later into the match. You get 2 base perks and that 1 bonus perk from the beginning of the match as a grand total of 3 starting perks. Pretty much like most CODs. Now here's where I'm gonna swap around some perks. Scavenger from the base perks and resupply from the bonus perks are moved into the ultimate perk category, while quick fix swaps from the ultimate perks into the bonus perk category. Bear with me, as I've already said, Hardline and Survivor are now field upgrades too. So what are the ultimate perks? What have I been hyping up throughout this video? So far, MW2's perks are pick 3 from base and bonus categories. I wanted to improve MW19's pick 3 perks plus optional specialist bonus system, and I wanted something that rivals the classic MW2's pro perk system. My friends, I've decided the ultimate perks are now mandatory specialist bonus perks, unlocked through challenges, not strictly through kills or a stupid unlock timer gauge bar. I wanted to keep this category still customizable. To do so, you the player can choose the order you unlock these perks in. We got High Alert, Ghost, Overclock, Scavenger, Resupply, and Bird's Eye as the ultimates to choose from. To unlock them, you'll have to complete challenges similar to COD IW's mission team challenges. Only difference here is that the difficulty of said challenge is decided depending on what perk you're unlocking. If it's a harmless, non-lethal perk like Scavenger and Resupply, you'll get a random easy challenge to unlock it, like getting 3 kills without dying or marking 4 hostiles in the area. Effective perks like Bird's Eye and Ghost will have the hardest challenges, like get 2 double kills without dying or get 5 kills while injured without dying. If you do die, all your perks do reset along with your challenge progress. Each perk should have at least 1 out of 6 random challenges that show up. That way you don't have to constantly go for double kills or constantly get kills with nades. 1 out of those 6 show up at a time and won't repeat until you've at least cycled through all 6. On your 7th death, your challenge will start repeating as you've cycled through all 6 challenges with 6 deaths prior. I call this perk system the Specialist Pursuit, or the Ultimate Pursuit if that makes more sense. Trademarked by Mattsuki. Thank you very much. I'm just kidding, but I did come up with this idea and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Specialist Pursuit. I feel like my Ultimate or Specialist Pursuit fits the game MW2, as we've accomplished Infinity Ward's goal, making everyone participate in mandatory specialist bonus perks. And because score streaks don't loop in MW2, Specialist Pursuit gives us the players an extra reason to stay on our streak and become a real super soldier out of pure blood, sweat, and skill. I hope you all enjoyed. Tweet at Infinity Ward and share this video with your friends if you want to help out the channel, and of course, Call of Duty. A like rating is super appreciated, and subscribe with the bell notifications enabled so you don't miss out on any future quality Mattsuki content. Sorry that this video wasn't exactly a couple days after the other one, my bad, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. I'm sure this guy's Fennec. Why not? Oh. You suck. I melee'd! What? My door wasn't even shut. Oh god. How embarrassing. Rookie mistake.